This picture is looking at Daniel 7:17. The four great beasts are four kings that will rise from the earth. I was interested in the idea that the beasts were also kings, and obviously this relates to a prophetic vision. And it's interesting because there is the idea of like a face. It's perhaps got a crown. Can't tell from the features whether this would be male or female, but there are lots of other people within it, as usual. So by the lip, there's a little person that looks a bit like Dracula. And above that, slightly to the right, what looks like a mermaid figure, perhaps talking or arguing with somebody next to her whose hair stood up on end. Like hanging off her chest area is something that looks a bit like a trefoil, also looks a bit like nuts. Then there's a white kingly head up above her, and another head in brown up above that. A disembodied head off to the left as well. This kind of looks like, on the right-hand side, the front end of a horse. It's facing gold. It's wearing some kind of like meter hat. And then there's a red face behind. Somebody's angry. Below the horse, on the bottom, it's like two figures hugging. So towards the top of the picture, I can see a figure here with like a brownish face, a crown on the head that looks like it's got people and a cat in it. See their body. But halfway down the body, there's a female figure in there. And you can also see that they're talking to somebody here on the left-hand side. So there's that female figure about halfway down, sort of in goldish. Looks a bit like she's dancing. Over on the right, there seems to be a couple of figures coming up out of a person wearing a mask. And then this random head over to the left-hand side as well, possibly talking to a bird. So below that and above the horse, there looks like a really big hand sort of coming out from this person with the orangish face. Below that, there's another person's and or cat that's also got their hand out, but slightly smaller, both with three fingers. So the trefoil and the three fingers both pointed to three. I wondered whether the four kings relates to the idea of the four sons of Horus. And also came across the idea that in Egypt, I believe the ruler, the pharaoh, the king, would have 5 names. 4 that they chose and 1 that was their original birth name. And each of the 4 names relates to different aspects of the kingdom and the spirit world that they were ruling over. No idea if that's connected or not. And I'm wondering if the number 3 with the hand signals relates to the idea of the Holy Trinity, which we can also see reflected in Egyptian mythology. Anyway, it's a very lively and interesting picture. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.